Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. Specifically today we're looking at the newest DLC, sort of just snuck out actually, Better Save Soul. You can see we've got a whole bunch of on-the-nose pop culture naming conventions. Don't let that deter you, it would deter me normally. Graveyard Keeper is one of my favourite games ever, and I absolutely love it to death. It is a bit of a busy work game. You manage stamina bars and food and that sort of stuff, and you go around and craft things, but it is very open in all the different directions you want to go and unlock stuff. Now, the issue with the DLCs in time previous is that they're usually play gated, you know, somewhere along the storyline, and so it's good news if you've played hundreds of hours of this game. But if you want to get access to most of the DLC, it's not something you can do off the bat. Now, I also reset my save at one point because we were streaming this or some such. You know, obviously I cover this for the channel, so I'll go over the broad strokes of what Better Save Soul seems to add. So this video can serve as a bit of a signal boost, let you know that they're still doing DLC, so the game is still getting plenty of support all this time onwards. We'll jump in, we'll play the bit of the core gameplay loop so I can show you what this game's all about if you're not familiar with it. So yeah, very tricky to showcase something like this in only a short video without playing it for like 400 hours or something like that. So I'll just do my best at the very least to put it on your radar. So, Better Save Soul. The play on words is relevant. It would seem, it looks like in your underground laboratory, because you are a graveyard keeper in this game. You essentially exhume corpses and bury them and sell the meat if you're a bit, you know, you can do all sorts of different things, but you can also, you know, bury them and give them nice graves and that sort of stuff as well. So it's actually fairly open which way you want to go. But in this, it seems they've added the ability to well, I suppose you could say exhume, but I don't know what the term is. But you can bring corpses' souls out and treat the souls, heal the souls, that sort of stuff. So it's a cool little twist, and it adds up a whole bunch of different workshops. One thing I'm particularly keen to have a look at, apparently they've added like a map overworld way of controlling workbenches remotely, which will take out a lot of the legwork, a lot of the messing around transport. So we'll see if we can get our head around that. And yeah, they reckon probably about 12 hours of extra gameplay with, you know, new storyline, new characters to interact with. It's got a little bit of a Stardew Valley sort of vibe going on, but it's a little bit more mechanical is probably one way to put it. Anyway, oh, and I think you can sort of decorate your house as well. We'll have a look at that. Let's just jump into, geez, what's going on here? 13 days, that'll do. So we haven't played this in a year, holy heck. So we'll just jump onto whatever my last save was and see. Now the press release from the developers wasn't clear what the vector is. Now that's a new room. So this might actually be the way to get the DLC going. I'm not sure. Looks like a good place to work on making my home cozy. Then maybe I can finally stop dreaming about this skull. Right, cool. So this, here you go, straight off the bat, this is one of the things they've added, the ability to, what is this? Red eye. Okay, it looks like these are paintings, I think. But, oh God, we're going to need paper, quills, ink. We're not going to be building them anytime soon. Common carpet. Make flower shelves as well. But these resources, I can tell you now, are probably well beyond me at the moment. Common walls, skulls. Oh, wow. Fleur-de-lis. It's cool. Okay, well, look, at the very least, what is going on here? That doesn't seem... That doesn't seem right. I'm not sure that's working as intended. So this is sort of our basement. It's not our laboratory, but you can clear that out. Let's that was weird. Yeah, so look, we've got our sort of little, well, actually, you can start in the house. I'll give you a little bit of a tour as we go. I don't know what's going on with the back wall missing. That is strange. Maybe we can expand our house. I'm not sure, but normally you can't walk out into nothingness. But you can craft all different bits of food here. You know, you can see there you can make flour, and then the flour combos in with water into dough. And if you were to make, well, I don't have any wheat on hand by the look of it, but I do have some rolls. And then you can cook stuff here, you know, make up meat. You can cook that dough into bread. So there's a lot of, this game is very craft chain heavy, but at the end of it all, you can put the food, you can see I've got in my D-pad just the basic roll, must have been where I was up to. So you can basically D-pad different foods green jelly, inventory, technologies. Well, there you go. There it is there. And you can see effect on use plus 15 energy, which I haven't really run out of yet, but that's sort of how you keep going. You can sleep to refurb, but you know, you might find yourself a long way from home and you want to sort of energy up. So food is a really core part of this game. Now you can see the different technology trees. Oh, it's good to be back to this. I love this game so much. But you can see here, this is an anatomy and alchemy, so you can slice up bodies, take out all their hard bits and that sort of stuff, and their soft bits, and you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can see there's a, I believe, did these guys do Punch Club? They must have, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. That same sort of experience system. You can see there's 3 types of experience there, and you have to earn them almost like Factorio. As the research goes up, it becomes more and more complex to get them. But this is just one tree of the anatomy chain. You can see at the top we've got theology, because we also run the church. This has a day cycle system. I believe it's a 6-day week, so you hold sermons on Faith Day or whatever it is, and depending on the quality of the sermon and the quality of the church, you get more sort of donations and you earn more of these like soul tokens sort of thing. So like there's this huge thing about theology. Down here you can see there's the gravestone markers and that as well, so you can really look after your headstones and graves quite well. Now what else have we got here? This is the research area, so you basically write books and you craft up tomes and turn them into books, and there's a whole ink system as well, but this is how you get along with the research. Inventing stories as well. Then you've got a whole gardening mini game. We've got a whole garden section as well, so you can grow your own produce and that. Beekeeping, look at that, you know, but general gardening as well, and that's a full field that you can expand on. You've got smithing, so you can make all your bits and pieces. A lot of that ties into this yard that we're at here, so you can chop wood. Let's see. I don't know if I'll have the technology to chop this tree. No, it's locked, but we could probably chop down like a smaller tree. There's our energy bar at the top left, actually, and you can see the 6-day week. The blue is our energy. So we've got wood sticks. What we really want is a log, don't we? There we go. So you actually manually carry the log back, and you can plonk the log here in your log storage. And then so you go here. Oh, maybe I want to make a wood billet or a flitch, right? Bang, craft away, work away. Bang, you pick up the little inventory bits. Now you can do masonry, so you can keep your stone there as well. And then this crafting bench, so we can make planks from the flitch that we made there, for example. Right, cool beans. What else we got going on here? So we can make ingots and smelt. You can draw water here into your inventory. So it's actually incredibly complex, right? What's going on here? This is where we break down stone and potentially make stone repair kits. You can chop wood for firewood as well, and you put that in your stove to do all the cooking. Nails, iron parts, and you can actually you can grind up your tools here, I believe, as well. If you use a whetstone, sort of refurb them, repair them, as it were. Then, oh, it seems I might have run out of space, actually, so perfect opportunity. This is the trunk. I can't remember if the trunk's universal. Burial certificate's important, we need that. But teleport stone seems like something I should hold on to. We'll hold on to the repair kit. So you get into a really good rhythm as well. Ruined book, headstone, casual prayer. Now we'll keep that. Cool. We'll pick up our little axe as well. So that gives you an idea. Now, where else were we? So building, so the wood side of it, right? And stoneworking as well. You got mining, gets into that. What's going on here? Simple and tasty. Oh, cookery. Right, meat fiesta. I believe you get the recipe, so it's a little bit different to the tech tree. And then what do we? Oh, have we gone back around to alchemy? So that's all of that. Known PCs. All of these characters have like quest chains. That Euric down the bottom right, I believe, is new to the DLC, right? But essentially, you can see they want us to build different things. Marquis Teodoro, he's the one of the DLCs was like a sort of escaped prisoner camp that you sort of help foster. So there's an entire little city camp that you can help build up and look after. We need to get Jerry wine. That gate's another DLC if I recall. And yeah, so like meet the Inquisitor on a certain day on Witch Hill to advance his story. So there actually is a sort of critical path per se, but there's a lot of side crap along the way as well. I shouldn't say crap, like it's quite involved, but it does actually sort of boil down to a critical path ultimately. Yeah, look at this. Pick up some stone. Here's our little garden down here. You can see on this save, whenever we did this, I barely got going, but you can plant seeds here, you can fertilize, you can go here to sort of place garden beds to work on as well. And this garden bed here obviously needs a bit of work, so I'll just dig that out, get that up and going. Very cool. Oh, it's like a trellis or something. Now, map. Let's have a look here. What can we make of it? So there's my home. That little area we just looked at is the sweet home and the kitchen garden, right? We've got a vineyard over there, which I haven't unlocked. There's Witch Hill that we're talking about. The church is down at the old graveyard and the morgue, which we'll go look at there because that'll be relevant to this new DLC. But you can see there's the refugee camp I was talking about. That's one of the DLCs, but also just up north, generally speaking. I wonder why it won't let me. You can go across the bridge to the west there. The bridge needs to be rebuilt, so you need the technology, so you need to advance your stonemasonry and all that. And you get out there and there's like a witch's hut where you can go and get herbs and do a whole missions for that NPC as well. Set up a crematorium south of the road. This is the sort of main city that you can go in there and trade. You can trade in meat and sell death and burial certificates for more profit. And you go further to the east, there's like an observation tower for astrology and all that sort of stuff as well. So like this game is very busy. There's a lot going on. Let's pick some berries. There you go. And there's just so much crap to do. It keeps you busy. You can dig up some sticks, you know, put that to use. So let's go for a walk down here. So this is like a chute that you can, I probably have repaired it, but at first you don't do that. We've got this bloody donkey. He's a stupid communist meme. Haha, it's very funny. He's all about for the people and all this sort of rhetoric. It's, yeah, okay, right. Yeah, we get it. It's hilarious. But he delivers corpses at interval, and then you pop the corpse down the chute, or you can just carry it into the laboratory manually here. So what are you, a cleric now? It seems so. I don't remember anything after my death. Maybe there's nothing there. Well, maybe I just forgot everything. Amnesia can be a useful skill, you know what I mean, my friend? So this head is sort of your bouncing ball that narrates and pushes you through the quests, at least in the early stages. So the moment he wants wine, that'll improve your relationship with him. Wine is actually a pain in the ass to get in the early game. And this save is absolutely early game, right? So that's a huge bottleneck. Autopsy, you can see here we've got a body. It's in good nick. I believe once you put the body on the table, you kind of, I don't think you can pick it back up actually, but once you put it on the table, it stops decaying, but you can expand it. I haven't even repaired this. So if I repair this desk, I will then be able to build more like beds to put, more racks to put the bodies on, and more lab equipment and that sort of stuff. You can see here, this is the chute that I haven't repaired either. So that's the sort of point, is there's a million different things to be doing at any given time. You want to clear out this rubble to go exploring underneath and get more build area. What is going on here? Pull out some blood. Study. So you see how it says study not complete? That's how the research minigame works in this, in that you have to research each craftable item, and then that's how you extract research tokens. So it's actually pretty cool. You got to think about it. Oh, there you go. I could take body, right? So you can carry it around, but see it's on 86%. It will continue to rot, which we don't want. So we'll just leave it there for the time being. Oh my God. I know this is serving as a little bit of a tour, but this game isn't super brand new. It's awesome. I never expected there'd be more DLC. And to be honest, now because of that, I expect there to be even more. So here's the church, right? Again, there's usually a bench that you can use to expand on the building area nearby, right? You can place a grave site, that sort of thing. There's this whole karmic system with the graves. You can see it's at a -2, and at the top right there is a mini game on this area, which is that the quality of the graveyard is at 5 whatever you want to call them, skull and wreaths. If you have a look here, in order to get a full skull and wreath, do you see what I mean? This game is a million different games and they're all very well considered, right? So you're getting wreaths because of the wooden cross. You're getting 2 from there. You're getting 1 from the wooden grave. However, we're getting the bodies actually generating -2 all up, and that's because of the body and the way it's been treated. I believe it was already here before. To exhume the body, you need to remove the graves, fence, and gravestone. Maybe we will exhume it. Remove, and then you got to work to remove it. And now we're out of food, so I'm going to eat my little bloody roll. Right, let's remove that. Work. All right, there you go. See, now it's gone to -5 because we don't have the wreaths offsetting it. But essentially what you would need to do is generate 5 wreaths to be able to offset those. Unless, can we just freely exhume it? No, we don't. We can't. So you need exhumation permission, which I think you can buy from the church. There you go. But it's a silver and 75, which is not cheap, right? You can also ask for these things, royal stamp, that sort of stuff. Oh, there we go, building permission. I guess I could unlock them because I'm at 30 rightful citizen, so I could buy the right to that. Aristocrat. Aristocratic papers. Let's cash it in. Royal stamp or building permission. Let's go with royal stamp. 50 silver. Oh my God. So you have to find a way to make money. How are you going to do it? Are you going to do it by doing really awesome rad sermons? You know what? We've kind of fucked our graveyard a bit. It's gone down to 2 quality. So let's put oh, here you go. Hang on. Adds 2. Adds 2. Adds 1. Well, I guess we'll just put the wooden cross here. There we go. Grave fence. We'll just put it back. I'm sort of wasting my energy. There you go. So it's at -2. You can see there, right? But then if you go to like 2 here, you can see that the body has been essentially dealt with better. As far as the, getting all the bits and pieces out of it and just setting it up for burial. So, you probably thought this was a meme. Oh, graveyard keeper, whatever. No, there is a lot going on. You can see that here's the box, and it's got totally different inventory in there. So the trunks aren't linked, but you can see that certain things are probably best off going in certain here. Wood repair kit probably wouldn't hurt either, because some of these might be in well, here you go. This is in disrepair, but that's going to need a stone repair kit. You can see there. I guess you could remove it, or you could fix it with a stone repair kit. So there's just so much busy work going on, but because it's so varied, it never really gets old. There's nothing here, the donation box. I've built a few pews, unless they're default or whatever, but you can see the church has this like piety score. And here you can go and build more bloody... Well, all we can really do is build a chest, actually, by the look of it. And you come up here, prayer will be available next, well, that's like 3 days away, right? So we might not cover that today. Then you go down under here, which is where you do like all your research. It's so good to be playing this again. Again, we can build a bunch of things. Probably, oh my goodness, I am rusty. Oh, here we go, let's chop this bloody thing up. Oh, nice, look at that, ruined book. Cool. So we can make papers, we're gonna need sand, and I don't know if we've really got a good source of that at the moment. I think you can go dig it up near the river. I'm not 100% sure if I've got a shovel. This really makes me want to start again from scratch. I know I'll lose a few hours progress, but you sort of know what I mean. It's a timeless example of a lot of games when they do get DLC, you find yourself trying to get back on the bike, right? As much as I have love for this game, I'm so lost at the moment because it's been, it's been a while. I can't remember where in the sort of production chain I'm at. It's like, well, do we have sand? Probably not. So I'd probably just spend an hour walking around figuring out what the next step is. So here you go, here's research. Let's do this. Study not complete on complex iron parts. So if you do that, need faith. Oh my God, really? So we need faith, we need science. That's not gonna happen, is it? Is it a different cost for something else? Not really, right? So we know how to get faith, crafted at preaching. Science, not so much. Can't quite remember, to be perfectly honest. Might be, oh, hang on. Prayer for faith. There you go, so you can make a prayer there. Oh, what is this? I like this unfold thing. Oh, different quality. Gives you different levels. Oh, isn't that cool? Notes. Ah, that's cool. Now what's this? Industrious. Oh, right. These are bonuses, writer and all that you can unlock in the research tree. Let's see if we can actually find it. Book writing. There you go. There's one there. Playwright and that as well. Cool. Cool, cool. And then we need to access that dude under there. Have a chat with him. He's a nefarious dude and he sells a meat stamp. You can buy the royal meat stamp for that 50 silver or whatever the bloody hell it was. Some outrageous amount. But yeah, generally speaking, in the early days, if I recall, you exhume corpses, you dig out their meat. That's sort of your main bloody modus operandi is this. Grab the flesh, right? Extract flesh. There we go. Cool, got a little bit of green. We could pull out all these bits and pieces. However, like, to what end? I don't know. Let's take the body. Let's just do this. Let's just do it and be done. Because we should get a burial certificate when we drop him in the dirt, right? We don't really have a thing, so we'll go grave site. Oh yeah, here seems pretty perfect. Dig him up. There we go. It's at a default -2. There we go. Look at that. Burial certificate, which you then basically sell in town. Can be sold to the innkeeper, right? Give us a couple of silver. You can see here that this body's at 1 skull. Do we have any gravestones? Oh, look at this. The trunk is linked. The local trunk is linked. That is pretty incredible. I can't honestly remember if that was always the case. And there you go. So we've got 1 extra wreath, but you can see that doesn't count to the overall quality. What you need is a wreath and a skull, right? And I don't think that's going to happen unless you do better treatment of the body, in which case you would have to essentially have better research here. We can extract the soft spares, but I can't actually remember if pulling all that, like you have a chance of fucking it up actually, and making mincemeat out of all, like you try and pull the intestines out, but you mess it up. Double pallet preparation place. The dead won't sue you, but still need to be careful. You have a reduced chance of making a surgical error when extracting important parts. Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, unless we want to dig this bloke up again, it's probably a good time to sort of wind this up. Again, some of this stuff is, I'm rusty and I can't honestly remember, but I feel like maybe you want to pull all the bits and pieces out, the guts out, clean that body up as best you can, but there's a chance that you make it kind of worse. So, yeah. Maybe we'll just, well, we can't exhume without permission, without a thing. So you have to make sure you do it right before you plop it in the ground. Anyway, like I said, new DLC adds an entire soul extraction component to the underground lab. And I'm probably not going to be able to show it off. We're definitely not going to be able to show it off today because it's going to take us hours and hours and hours to unlock. So the long and short of it, this is the takeaway because, you know, I got to do what I can with this video. The DLC exists. There's like 4 DLCs. I can't see why they wouldn't put out more. To be honest, this game is really solid and really fun. Even though I'm not like a collector, hardcore 100%er, this is the closest that you'll get it for me. So maybe you sit on the fence on that sort of stuff, or maybe you just do like doing all the side content. This game actually will scratch that itch of, But yeah, like I said, this DLC there, it's come out. You should check it out. That is the donkey rocking up. So we'll have to sit here and listen to his nonsense. Looks like you're doing all right here. Yes, I just opened the church, so now you own everything here. Yeah, I guess. Congratulations, you're a lucky man. You've acquired all the capital. You'll work for yourself. You're a true capitalist now, but this world, no such reward for a hard-working donkey like me. Shut the fuck up. I fear I cannot call you comrade any longer. I won't just lie down and take it. Here's a little present for you. Oh, thanks. He pooed. Thank you for the poo. Okay. Can I dig it up? I can't. I can't seem to dig it up. Anyway, we got a new body. Actually, you know what? We were winding up, but let's give this a bloody red hot go, right? All right. Pull that flesh out. Nice. Now you can see the body is in, well, what is that? 2 skulls either side. Let's get the blood out. Let's get the blood out. Hey, there you go. Look at that. Nice and clean. Let's see. Soft spares or hard spares first? Probably skull, bone, flip. I mean, that seems a bit strange. I don't think you usually pull skulls and bones out of bodies, but fuck it. Let's go. I mean, who am I? But I'm not an expert. Now, why are we at 99%? Maybe because the body's degrading or some such. Fuck it, let's keep pulling shit out. See what happens. Oh, has that added a skull? It looks like, yeah, because it was 2 to 2 at one point, wasn't it? Brain. So it's 2, 3, 99%. Let's pull out the brain. Uh-oh. That's not good. I shouldn't have done that. So maybe we're kind of making it worse? Possibly. I'm going to run out of energy. Oh. Oh, there you go. Getting the fat out seemed to make it better. Okay, cool. Cool. Insert. Oh, we can put shit back in? Hang on, let's put the brain back in. Oh, I'm out of food. Anyway, okay. That's cool. There's a lot going on, man. It's such a great game. I love it. But like any excuse to feature it on the channel, hopefully it reaches a new audience. Let me know, are you a hardcore fan? You had no idea the DLC was coming out. Is this totally new to you? You should pick it up. It is so good. I'm gonna start again actually and play it off the channel. I really need to now because I love this game so much. Alright team, thanks again for joining me. I might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.